All right, welcome back to Mini Build Monday, episode 42. Today we're going to be building a medieval windmill. Now, we had a comment from Rakane_official. Sorry if I got the name wrong. They said, can you make a medium-sized medieval windmill with storage capacity? It should have functions like producing wheat when the sun is up and crafting bread with the new block from 1.21. They're referring to the auto crafter. The tunnel should connect it to the storage room. There should also be a function to turn the windmill on or off even at night for higher production. I'm not sure about all those features, but we're definitely gonna do some functionality. I think it should be very possible to make this a farm that uses villagers to harvest the wheat, and then we can collect that in a minecart and then use the autocrafter to make it into bread. Or I guess if you wanted to make it into hay bales, it wouldn't be as realistic, but you could make it into hay bales or something like that. So let's look at our palette. So for the windmill, we're going to be looking at some logs, strip wood, probably some accents. We're going to be using white wool on kind of some of the, I don't even know what you'd call them, like the wind blades, fences and trapdoors to kind of accent those. Probably use oak for us floor, and then I've got some stone blocks and andesite blocks. These are going to be kind of what the base is made out of. I didn't put anything out here for the field, but it's mostly just going to be like a fenced in field so the villagers can't leave. That's all. All right, I'm going to get to building. Peace. Okay, we are all done building. Here is our windmill and wheat farm. That. Unfortunately, the windmill does not turn. I don't think that's possible in vanilla Minecraft, but prove me wrong. So, we've got multiple parts to this build, and it is a functioning automatic wheat farm. You do not have to replant seeds. You do not have to do anything. I'll go over it, and maybe if people are really interested in it, I can make a separate tutorial or like at least like some kind of schematic download. So the build. We've got our windmill. This side looks kind of funny. I just wanted to make it flat because originally I had this sticking out a couple more blocks, and like there was a railing on this side, but I was like, that doesn't make a lot of sense. That would be a lot more weight on the windmill. Like, you want this close as possible to the structure. I'm kind of undecided about having something here. That's a little weird. Oh. Look who missed something. Let me just put some planks in there. Boom, boom, boom. I missed the top part. Good thing I didn't take my screenshot for the thumbnail yet. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. So, we've got our windmill here. I built a windmill a long time ago, and I definitely used a lot of inspiration from somewhere. I don't remember where it was, so I can't really give credit, but they used the grindstone as like a thing, and they use fences. So shout out to whoever that was. All right. So we've got our wheat farm. We've got our villagers. They need the composters to be farmer villagers, otherwise this doesn't work. Once they became farmer villagers, I just closed them out from it, so they can't go over there and they can't make bone meal. I guess if you wanted a little bone meal in your farm, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It would still work. They would just go into the seeds chest. The way I have it set up in here is all these chests, the seeds go, they're going to start in this chest, and then they'll fill this up, and then that, and bread over here. If you wanted it just to make wheat, you could do that. If you wanted to make hay bales, you could also do that. So let me come around back over here. So this is our redstone. Our first thing is we just have a minecart that zigzags all the way till you reach the end. This is just picking up everything that's underneath blocks. Some of the edge blocks, they wouldn't get picked up if like the items popped onto the fences. But that's okay, or like the blocks that the fences are on. But you could go another layer around. I just figured why do it for a couple more drops, up to you. So it'll go all the way around, hit this, turn right around, If for some reason you wanted to be able to stop the farm, instead of having this powered, you would just power it with like a lever or some redstone line and then just unpower it, and the cart would stop here, and when you power it again, the cart would go. So if you come to this end, the cart will reach here and it will stop if there's anything in the cart, which I'm not sure if there is, but maybe there is, and we'll see what happens. You might be like, how does the cart know to stop? So this powered rail will bounce the cart right back, but if the powered rail is off, the cart will stop, like it is right now. It's got a couple things in it. So if the hopper has something in it, this says, yep, there's something in it, boom, turns off this torch, boom. So if there's something in this hopper, which of course there will be if there's something being taken out of the cart, it will turn off this. Pretty simple little system. Those items go right here. Any items that are wheat to get pulled out, this part right here and this is a filter. So basically the items go over the top of it. If there's a wheat, they try to go in here first before they go on to the next one. So if it's wheat, it'll stack and go in here. If it does, it goes into the auto crafter. Once there's 3 across, it'll pop into bread. The auto crafter shoots it into here and it goes into the dispenser to go up. And anything else, which is just going to be seeds unless something else gets dropped in here, it's just going to follow the hopper line. I use a chest to save hoppers and just in case there's build up. And these hoppers go to this dropper and they go up to the top. Alright, so if you don't want the auto crafted bread and you just want wheat, which would make a lot of sense, there's more uses for wheat, you just, instead of this, you would just take out of this hopper. You wouldn't have any of this redstone. This hopper, this bottom hopper, would go right into this. You still need the filter. But you could also do this in a way where you just get all your wheat and seeds in one location. That's up to you. So I guess you don't need the filter either. This redstone over here is just tells the droppers whenever there's something in either dropper, it just goes up. It's basically based on this. Like if you ignore this stuff, this little circuit says if there's something in me, spam the dropper until there's nothing in me, and all I did was kind of double that. So I went like this, and parrot are coming out of it, and you need this guy going into this block. So the only reason this is like this is it saves a little redstone, and it does both of them at the same time. So a little less clicking too if you're just like alternating. Yeah. So if you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to build this, please let me know. Yeah, the villagers just harvest the wheat. I've got a lily pad on this because if there's a block on top of this or if there's just water, they jump and they like break the crops. I will say some of the wheat over here doesn't always get harvested, so it might be more efficient to have more villagers and maybe put some composters here for those villagers. And they also, this is a waterlogged slab. That way the minecart doesn't have to go around the pillar below it. It doesn't have to go around the block below it. Yeah. Well, I hope that was helpful. This is a little bit of a longer one, but I'm really glad I made a functional thing. I guess Lighthouse was pretty functional too, but not to the same degree. So that was a fun build. Great ideas. I always need more. Keep it going. See you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe.